like, oh wow, that's cool. Do you guys work at the same school? And they were both so quick to say, oh no, we don't even work in the same school district.
Oh wow,
we have our own lives. We need to have our own lives. And I was like, oh, okay.
They're like, is that
I don't believe in that only because together you get married to be together. If you want to be apart, don't get married. You know, don't get married. I mean, it's a partnership. You know, now some people can stand spending more time together than others, but for us, we spend a whole lot of time together, and we love it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I work from home, so you know, and my wife doesn't, you know, currently work. So
outside of the home,
yeah,
I work
outside.
Yeah, it's not work.
It's a job, boo boo. It's a job.
I see he was trying to be real delicate.
You know, men trying to light me around that subject. Like, don't you dare.
Don't you do it.
Oh, I don't work. Oh, are you dead or no? Like, I don't work. Like, correct me. Like, am I saying this right, honey? Am I saying this right?
He had to put his hand on. Let me put your fingers on here. Like, boo, I'm touching you from afar. Let me get this right.
But yeah, we spend a lot of time together, and I love the fact that we are together like that, and it really. God put it together like that because He knew that what we were going to be doing, it's just going to be us. You know, I mean, we're going to be going to a foreign nation, and it's going to be us 24/7. So if I couldn't like her when I was back home,
for like 8 hours a day,
then we ain't going to be able to do 24.
He's like, yeah, I'm going to go to the office now. I'm going to the office.
Like, every time she called your name, it was like, yes!
Yes. Yeah, but that's really that's so important though, to make sure that you have a friend. And we dated for a year and a half before we got married. And even though I was chomping at the bit, y'all, I ain't gonna lie.
I love how you keep it real.
Stick a ball over there. I'm right.
Right.
And I'm like, how long you gonna make me wait? I'm just keeping it real. I love her. Yo. But I knew he was seeing all kind of stuff that I had never heard before. He was like, honey, listen to this. And I was like, you making a sister thing. He's like, we're building our past now. So whatever we do right now, realize that we're going to be helping other people in relationships. So we want to make sure we start our stuff right, so our story is right.
You better go. You better let them use you. You better let them use you. Like, do you have a brother? A young uncle.
I'm not get my ass kicked when I get back. Like, so you want a young uncle? Like, you want me wanting to die, you
right. You jump right on shit real quick.
Real quick. You see
this time to your sister, right?
I am.
See how that works.
First of all, because if they ain't good with me, they ain't good with her. To get to her, you need to get to me. If I don't like you, she ain't gonna like you.
That is so true.
That is so true. It is. Like, and see, Big know that about me and her, because he knows depending on how mad I am, she's mad too.
Wow. Y'all connected like that, huh?
It's ridiculous. I can walk in like, what's going on in here? The vibe is not right, and I just give him a look. He going to hug me. Hey, I'll be like,
That's what she do.
Wow.
And then later on we talk. I'll be like, I knew it. I knew something was up. I knew it.
I knew it. He's like, come on, kid. You like, all right.
But you know, and I think too, what I've been learning too is to stay out of her relationship.
Yeah.
Because
I was just thinking that, but I didn't know if I was gonna say it or not.
Yeah. I stay out of her relationship though because right. I stay quiet until she includes me.
Okay.
If she asks me for my opinion or for my advice, then, and it's been times too where I'm like, I'll even advocate for him. I'll be like his advocate. Like, I think she hates it when I do that.
Like, don't take up for him.
That's good though, because she wasn't impartial. You know, well, she's not
right. But if she's that's how I know when I'm wrong.
Yeah.
If she's taking up for him or advocating for him, I'm like,
check myself.
That mirror ad again.
Right? And I'm like, don't take this the wrong way, sister girl.
Yeah, that's how she gotta do it. That's how she always got to.
You know I love you.
Right? Yeah. It's like
it's called a sandwich. You gotta put the love in the middle in the beginning, put the reproof in the middle, and the love on the end. The love sandwich.
Like, you know I love you, right? I'm like, oh gosh, she about to be on his side. Like, don't be on his side. And it's funny because sometimes he don't think you be on his side.
Oh, he swear I'm out to get him.
Oh, yeah. Now
I need him to think that.
If he look, then he know, but he might not be listening. He had personal shit to go to today, but he might not be listening. But if he was listening, he'd be glad. Don't be taking up for him.
Because I am a champion for love. Even though I've been single since the 90s.
Look at these
I've been single since Max and Khadijah and Regina and them. However, right. Right. But I do believe in love. I believe in the power of love and all that. So I'm not one of those girlfriends that just because I'm not like bitterly single. It's just like for real, it's like more choicefully single. Yeah. So if she's going through something, I'm not like, you know what, I want everybody to be at home on Friday night with me with my cat and my glass of wine. So let me talk you out of your relationship because y'all too happy for my liking right now. No, I'm like, no, y'all better fix it. Y'all better work it out. You don't want to come. It's cold out here.
She be telling me that too.
I'm not going to hold you at night.
Right. She's like, I ain't going to hold you at night. It's cold in these streets.
It's cold.
Damn. I don't even know how to date either.
But you know, there's sisters out there like that though.
Right.
That's why you got to be careful.
Yeah, so you got to keep your business to some degree. I mean, if you don't have that kind of sister connection like that, and you have girlfriends who maybe want to be the other woman,
right?
You get too much information, you know, that's not good.
Right. That's a good point. Right. And even though we are sisters and we are close, I always tell her, like, you don't have to tell me everything was going on. You know, you're an individual and some things are just for you and yours. But if you want my advice or, you know, you bring it to me, then I'm going to give you, you know, my advice. And I am objective when it comes to advice. But, of course, emotionally, I'll be like, I know he didn't make you cry. I'm like, go get my gun. Like, go get mommy's machete. It's on. But
it's not a drill.
But you know, I try to. Like I always tell her, I want her to be happy. I want her to be with who she loves. I want them to work out, especially after all this time. I was like, y'all better work out at this point. What year is this?
Right, what year is this? Carry the one. No, I met him in 1998. I met him in 98. Wow. And we both did a lot.
That's 18 years. My daughter was born in 98. I can do that.
You told my daughter. Yeah. Wow. Do the math. So was my daughter. No, but we did a lot of growing up. It was a lot of growing pains too. But this is the closest that we have ever been because we're starting to, like you both said, approach things in a different way. Be more objective, be patient, and know that he's not out to get me.
You're on the same side. You're on the same team.
And know that now, like sometimes, like, you know, outside influences be trying to get, when people start getting a little bit too happy, they like it when you all in a turnaround and your relationship up and down. They love that. They thrive on it. Like they like, yeah.
Oh, you got so many friends. Really? When you said you got so people come out the woodworks, people you haven't talked to in a long time. When you said people just jump right on, girl, I got you. I'm on board. Then soon happy, like, oh, let me tell you about what he did. It's like,
girl, I gotta go. I can't call it.
Right. And
people
so
from the end back then, like you back there real quiet, bitch. Oh, okay. She takes it to you because she wasn't here the first time, so she get to take it on a little nut. Yeah.
She chilling in the cut.
You know, sometimes you got to look at where your counsel's coming from, because do you want what they have? Because that's the only thing they can give you. They can't give you more information than that they have.
Right.
You know, so if they don't have a good relationship, then how are you going to get good counsel from somebody who don't have a good relationship? You know,
look at you.
You have to have experience in something. You don't go to a mechanic who never worked on a car before, just because there's a mechanic.
Right.
You know? So you have to be very, very careful where you get your counsel from.
Right. That's true.
Yeah, that's true. And that's why one thing that we do is we surround ourselves with good marriages. We surround ourselves with people that we can model after and people that can pour into us.
Right.
You know, because sometimes if you look around and you got all single friends, nothing wrong with single friends.
Hey, take that. No, it's okay.
It's
okay.
Now. And that's fine, but you want to make sure you have some successful relationship friends as well, because can look to them and you can kind of model after if they're good. You know, so you can take bits and pieces. Like I remember we did the same thing for years. We would hone in on different couples that we admired. You know, we're like, you know what, we like the way they relate to each other. Or we like the way they do ministry, or we like the way they do business. You know what I mean? And those are the things that we honed in on. We're like, how can we be more like that? And that's okay. Like that's okay. You know, sometimes people say, oh, you know, you trying to copy somebody. No, it's not.
Like, it's good. Why not pick up on it? Why not take that?
Exactly.
And that's funny because that ties into our conversation about music earlier too,
right?
Like drawing from different inspirations, because it's easy to. I think at the end of the day, you are going forward your own path and have your own lane. But it's okay, like you said, to pick things from, like, you know what, I like the way they do that. I would like to incorporate that into a relationship. I like the way this is going. That seems to be working for them. Let's do that, because at the end of the day, it's learning on the job. Because even if you've been in a relationship before, you haven't been in one with this man, right, or with this woman. So it's essentially you guys are learning and growing together. And I think the constant communication that you guys have is the reason that you guys successfully thrive together.
Look at you.
I know. I've been reading, girl.
Look at you.
Girl, I read.
I read.
This is what I firmly believe. God is getting you so ready. Because see, so many times us women, we say we want a good man, but we got to make sure we're a good woman.
Right.
So you there.
See the growth.
Oh my God. You are there. You are positioning yourself.
Look at these. Hold on, wait. Shut up. Eyes growing. Eyes be growing.
You know, in reality, you have to position yourself in order to get what you want.
Right.
So if you want to be a doctor, you're going to be committed to going to school for 12 years in order to be a doctor. Right. So if you want a good relationship, you better study up on being a good partner.
Exactly. And I think
you can have that.
Right.
You know, sometimes people just feel like they're just gonna fall into it. Mr. Goodbar just gonna fall out the sky.
Person is sneaking.
Right. So I'm up in my head right now. Oh Jesus. But you know, you have to be prepared or prepare yourself for what you want. Right.
Exactly.
You know, and the only person you can work on is yourself.
Right.
That's true.
That is very true. And I think if I would have gotten married earlier, I wouldn't be married right now.
I think that about myself too.
And the person I am today, it took me some time to get here, and I knew early on that I wasn't where I was supposed to be yet.
Right.
So, and I knew that I had so much growing to do that anybody that I was seeing at the time was at that minimum level. Like I'm operating on the minimum level right now. So right now, that's all I'm really dealing with, because I wasn't really looking to build or expand or be much more with someone at that point. Yeah. So once I started getting to a point where it's like, okay, I'm looking for a certain type of person. It was like, okay, what you're asking for is not what you have right now.
That's not what you is.
Okay, so don't be all like, he gotta have A1 credit. Like, girl, if you don't get those student loans under control. Right. So it was a lot of work, and that I wanted to make sure that I would be the partner that I would want to have.
That's right.
And
that's good.
It took a lot of praying. And I think a lot of things is going to be accept me as I am, because some things about me is not going to change, or just is what it is. Okay. But I think I needed to be a better. I need to understand what it is to be a partner, because I'm okay with being a loner, and I think sometimes people feel like, oh, you're so aloof, or you're so distant, and you're so off. And it's like, because I'm kind of all right with just me, and I had to learn to make people feel like they were a part of my life. Because in my mind, I could be thinking, of course you're a part of my life. I talk to you, don't I? What do you mean you don't feel love? I text you. I just text you. You don't feel love. Didn't I say hi? So I had to learn to compromise, because I was so stubborn in my own way.
That my man is the same sign. So if I was I can't get away from it with her, and I have to deal with it with him. So I'm like,
and I'm so used to people being a part of my world or coming into my bubble that I had to make sure that I made people feel like I was there for them too.
Right.
And even if you like, I know she's there for me. She's a good person. She said she'll be there. She keep her word. But I had to make people feel that.
Feel it.
Yeah.
Right. Even if I felt it.
That's right. So people receive love differently than what we give it.
Right.
Mm.
So you have to be in a place where you can evaluate what somebody's love language is.
Right.
So you know there are 5 love languages.
Don't speak on it, girl.
Right.
Don't use it.
Speak on it.
Don't use it.
So you might have to help me.
Okay.
I know mine.
Mm.
Mine
Okay,
are
what's yours?
words of affirmation.
Mhm.
Okay, meaning that I need the compliments.
Mhm.
I need the honey, you're doing a great job. Honey, you look fly today. Oh,
Mhm.
you so sexy. Yeah, I need all of that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that was hard for me
That was very
In the
hard
beginning.
for him.
because my way I wanted to give out love, it wasn't like that. I mean, I've had women who I didn't have to say all those nice things to, and they were cool. But when I got with my wife, she was like, "I need you to talk to me and tell me these different things."
Mhm.
And they were hard for me because of the fact that I never did it. And
Mm.
it's
And
like,
then I felt some kind of way. I'm like,
Yeah.
why is it hard for you to tell me I'm beautiful? When
Like, well, I am
cute. I'm cute to you. Exactly. That's exactly what I said.
Right, every time they
Walk
can
down
hear
the
me.
street and I can hear 5, you're beautiful, you know?
Mhm.
And I'm like, that hurt my feelings. Because I'm like, so you don't think I'm beautiful? And he's like, yeah, I think you're beautiful. I'm like, so what the problem is? Like, why can't you tell me?
you say it over and over and over and over
Yeah.
again. Right. That's how I felt like. I gotta keep saying it over and over. Did I tell you that last week?
Last week. You are beautiful. I say it again.
But then when I learned the fact that me telling her over and over and over, it opened her up to be more and more of her. And then now we have a better relationship because of the fact that I learned all I have to do is say words. I ain't got to buy her nothing.
These words are free.
I just got you these little. I just got to do bad for you. These little. I got you some smell goods. You don't want that? You can't tell us that smell goods.
Words are free.
I had to buy
Mhm.
nothing.
Right.
Words are free.
And when
They
that
keep buying me stuff,
And-
y'all. Like,
right.
oh yeah,
But
right.
words are so
when it
valuable.
clicked, it was like, oh my God, thank you, Lord.
Mhm.
Now I know
Right.
what the recipe for my wife is. You know, because I was
Mhm.
giving her the stuff that I gave other women,
Right.
and that wasn't working with her.
it wasn't.
Ooh.
It was not working.
She like love
What's
me
your
in a
second
special way.
So the second one. All right. So the affirmations.
All right. So words of affirmation. What is mine?
Oh, what is yours?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to know yours and I wanted to know the 5.
Mhm.
Right. Why am I drawing a blank? That's the biggest one. That's the biggest one.
Mhm.
But they change. That's the other thing. They change
right.
as time goes on. So that used to be really important for me, and it is still. But I don't think it's
The way it
number
was. back
one
then.
right now.
Well, also your spending time.
Oh
That
yeah,
was-
quality
that's
time.
Mhm.
Quality
Mm.
time is huge because and that's not sex. That's just plug
That's
time.
chill.
That's chill. Yeah,
Right.
watch a movie, hang out, talk. I love that because we have so much going on that we have to connect. So that
Mhm.
quality time is important. Oh yeah, and yours is touch.
You got it.
Yeah.
It don't always have to be sexual.
Right.
But I want I like her holding my hand. I like her just stroking my back or
Right.
touching me.
So
Just
makes them feel
it
loved.
makes
Physical
me-
contact.
makes us feel
Yeah.
connected.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely love that. Yes.
That's right. Right.
I love him.
Then the other one is gifts.
Mhm.
Some women like to receive gifts.
Mm-hmm.
I like diamonds myself.
There you go.
And active
Preferably
service.
furs.
Acts of service. That's the other one.
Mm.
And that's how I was loving my wife.
Mhm.
Because I would do it like, I'll go straighten up the house or I would do something, clean up her car or whatever. And I'm thinking, oh,
You hear that? Clean up my car. It's like
I'm gonna get all these acclamations,
Right.
and then when I get home, it's like, oh, okay, that's great, but you ain't tell me you love me. You ain't tell me my hair is pretty. I get all this, and I get that.
Like, you don't see the way the armor roll is shining on your wheels? That's love.
That's nice.
No, I said,
I'm like,
sometimes as women, we can give a fuck about the road outside. It's like, who cares?
it's like it's nice.
Right, it's cool. Right. I just did all of this. I sat with perm in my head. I got a chemical Nothing about my hair.
Like, I don't think that part of my hair is ever coming back. But am I pretty?
I think you know what? Talking to you, I think one of mine is the affirmations. Like, I need to know what, like, I ain't fall off. Okay,
right.
I need to know that I'm still attracted to you, and I think sometimes with men, they look, all right, if I'm still with you, obviously I'm attracted to you. All right,
that's what Chris Rock say. I ain't going nowhere.
But sometimes it is nice to hear. Like, I did a couple squats.
Right. No, you're right.
Like,
we need to hear that. We need to hear that. And guys, you don't realize the importance of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, because those are the things they tell you when you first get together.
Right.
Baby, you so fine. You so nice. You know, and that makes you glom onto nothing.
Yeah.
But it makes you,
but I know it just melts you, right? And it, like you said, like it opens her up in a different way because I think for women, like you said, you can walk down the street and get a million compliments.
Mm-hmm.
I get compliments before I'm all the way out my door.
Right.
So from the time I open my eyes until I shut them at night, there's someone hitting on me somewhere.
Right.
So, but what's important or what means the most to me is the person that I'm with, the person that I love. I'm trying to be sexy for you.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's easy for a Tom, Dick, and Raheem to say that I'm sexy. Right. And the fact that nothing makes me feel sexier than my man finding me sexy. It's like, ooh, what? Ooh. You like that? Okay. Oh, you like this shade of lipstick? Well, you okay. Well, I'll see you later.
You like these hills? Oh, okay.
Right.
I'll have them on later.
For reasons.
No, but that's true though. And then so the opposite happens. If you have that attention outside, then you walk in the door and it's like, oh, what's up?
Hey, I'm not your homie. I mean, I'm your homie, but I ain't your homie. Like, you ain't got a dog, your dog, like,
Exactly.
like, greet me. I like to be greeted. I think that's one of mine. I like to be greeted and I like to be kissed.
Nice.
Right.
I do.
Like, be happy to see me.
Yes.
Right.
Acknowledge my presence.
I tell him every day that he is the best looking man that I have ever seen in real life. Like, I've seen some good looking men on TV.
Right.
I don't meet them.
But you say in real life.
Yes, in real life. In real
Right? She's like, we did factor in Shamar Moore. We did factor in Denzel as Bleak.
Y'all know he might. Nothing man. But in real life, I think he is so handsome. Even when I was in labor with our daughter, I kept saying to him, "You are so handsome."
Right, in between contractions.
In between contractions, and the nurse was like, "You are the best, like, in labor lady I have ever seen. Like, I've never seen a woman be that nice to her spouse during labor. But he's so handsome, and my daughter looked just like him."
I love it.
All right, enough about me.
Right?
No, I love
But that was my experience too. Like, we were just so in love and so happy to be bringing this life into the world. And this just personified the love that I had for him. Like, oh my God, I love you so much that I'm about to have a mini you. I love you so much, I made a copy.
Right. I want a Stromboli from Pizza Heaven. For me. He got me a Stromboli from Pizza Heaven. Brought it back to the hospital for me. He's a keeper.
Yeah.
He's like, girl, because I'm a good man. I'm like, shut up.
Toot his own horn.
Hey, I said, go ahead, babe. You can toot today. Go ahead and toot. I'll toot for you.
And that's good. That's good to build up spouse. That's the other thing. Like, when you build up your spouse completely, because sometimes we're so focused on what they're not doing right. Is that we talk about that more than what they are doing right.
And I feel like society does that too, especially when it comes to marriage in general. They glorify the ball and chain. They glorify, oh, my wife is she a nag, and oh, my husband he just sits on the couch. He don't pay no attention to me. I feel like TV and the media glorify more.
Yeah, they kind of make it seem like that's what marriage is supposed to be. And I think that's why for a long time, I myself, especially like my parents had broken up when I was like really young, and so I didn't have that, you know, right. And so when you would see those situations where, you know, the wife is the ball and chain, and, oh my gosh, she's such a fun snatcher. And it's like, my stupid husband. And here he go about to set the house on fire by accident again. Like, and you know, they're always doing something weird on TV. And so it kind of made it like, okay, if that's what that is, I'm cool.
Right. I don't want that.
I don't want that. You know, one of the things for us though is that my wife is the CEO of our company, of our
Preach
house.
it, Thomas. Preach.
She is the chief encouraging officer.
Oh,
And
you know
she
what?
does, I'm telling you, she took me from a guy who came. I just came back from Atlanta 7 years ago, around 7 years ago, and unemployed, living at my ex-wife's mother's house, no money. It just I was broken hearted because I was going through a divorce, and when I met my wife, she poured into me compliments after compliments. She saw what we could be.
What you see right here. I saw that day.
I'm backing up away from the table.
Right.
We
Yeah, I saw his potential.
Preach,
I'm
honey.
like, honey, that's who you are right now. That's not who you gonna be.
Exactly.
Just because you don't have a job right now, you are looking for a job. You're marketable. You have skills. You can speak well. You can present yourself well. And I ran it down, and I did it every day until we started believing it.
Yes.
Oh, look at him.
And it just really turned my whole life around with her words. And that was her love language was words of affirmation, but she gave them to me, and it really just changed my life. It really reminded me who God made me to be, and because of that, we are at a place now that we're going to be able to go across the world to help other people because my wife constantly dripped on me like that.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I love you guys.
Look
Okay.
at going back there like, look at me like, look, she can't look.
Y'all make me feel like the Grinch when the heart started to break the mold. It's hard to grow.
Your heart growing?
It's growing. It's growing. I want to give a shout out real quick to all my friends that are listening. If you guys want to participate in the conversation, just drop a comment. If you have a question, drop it in the comment section. We'll ask them. Or if you want to call in, dial 215-435-0914, and you can speak to them directly. Or we could just go ahead. You got 5 minutes to answer your question. And shout out to all my married friends that are listening too, because you guys are dope. And I see y'all over there, and I'm like, okay, I see love work. I see that black love y'all got going on over there.
You can learn. You can always learn.
Right. And I think it's amazing what you guys are doing. And we want to get into too the charity piece that you guys are doing, and the outreach program that maybe people over here can pour into, as you guys would say, once you guys are aboard, even before you guys leave, things that we could do on our end to help you guys' transition even smoother.
That would be great.
Kiki, you so nice.
Definitely. That was
And now she's so nice. That little tip this morning. Girl, you're so nice. I've been complimenting her all day. Girl, look at you. Got you some coffee. Girl, you want some coffee? I'm like, you want some coffee, King? You want some coffee? I got you. You want a little steak bread? I got you.
You got me a steak bread? I'm like, girl. I'm like, you know the way to my heart. Is that turkey?
Steak bread is her love language.
Steak bread is like, okay, anything on bread. Like, ooh, she got me a sandwich. Ooh.
Girl, I got this sandwich for you, Mediterranean. Panera bread. She's like, what? Like, girl, I got this E&J over here. You want some? I got this VSOP.
Right. The little thought in me love to drink. Ooh, you got brown liquor?
Oh, Lord.
That's
We
my
just
kid.
gonna pray.
Right.
Please do.
Right,
But I did tell her
right. Create in me a new heart.
we went through this, because this is the most that me and her have ever been bumping heads since we started the show. But I told her it's a work in progress. You work with me, I'm gonna work with you. We just gotta keep talking.
That's right.
Like, let's not let things fester, because I'm a big fester.
Okay.
So I'm trying not to let things fester.
And you can grow out of that. We were both very much passive aggressive when we first got together. Oh yeah. And that's how we operated in our last relationships, and that's why they failed.
Right.
And we said, when we get in this relationship, we're doing everything different, because this is it. We're not getting married again. There's no plan B. This is it. So we're gonna have to work this out, and we're gonna do things differently. Whereas before, when I would get upset, like you said, I'll just let it simmer. I'm like, oh no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
All right, I'm fine. But then it goes into the silent treatment, and then you having an argument with yourself in your mind, and why he gonna do that? And, you're talking to yourself, you're having this whole argument, and then, like you said, as soon as there's little something, then that spark turns into a flame, and y'all throwing shoes, and y'all doing all kinds of crazy stuff because you let it simmer. And that's what we did differently in this relationship. And sometimes one of us got to pull it out of the other person. But it's like when we have a disagreement, you're like, oh boy, okay.
Here we go.
All right, honey, what's the problem? What's going on? And if the other person says,
like, all right,
it's time to work.
It's
time to work.
Let's go.
And one of the things that we did also was that we pre-planned for it. So now I know how to pull her out of her funk. And she knows how to pull me out of the funk. And we talked about that before we actually had that issue. You know, so that way now I know how to go about going after it. Because, you know, if I did it the same way that I was always doing it and it didn't get no results, I had to change it up. So I had to find out when we're not having an issue, all right, baby, how are we going to handle conflict? You know, when you have
a conversation ahead.
When you have an issue, what's the best way for me to get through to you? You know, and that, I'm telling you, that saves a lot of time and effort, and it cuts down our time of being mad.
Right.
And that's what we work on. We work on that time. So from the time of conflict to the time of getting back to loving each other, like, we cut down that time. So we got that time down to like what? Like maybe 15 minutes now?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh.
If it's
a day.
Yeah. But that's okay.
You could be a couple days.
And you gotta go at your own pace.
Right.
But my thing is like, we're not gonna let stuff sit when we have so much to do for the kingdom, number one. And I want to get back to loving this man. Like, I don't want to be sitting there feeling, you know how much energy it takes to be mad?
It takes so much.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Right.
I want time to be loving my husband. You know, we like holding hands. We just like being in a nice, peaceful space. So instead of fighting each other, we fight for our peace. Our peace is worth fighting.
Say that again.
Yes. Instead of fighting each other, we fight for our peace. And what that means, though, is not always comfortable. You have to die to yourself. You have to say, okay, look, I know I'm right. You know, we right. I'm going to die to that right to be right, and I'm going to apologize for hurting his feelings.
Right.
You know, because a lot of times arguments happen, and guys aren't good at saying, you hurt my feelings. They're not going to say it.
Yeah.
But that's why arguments happen, because now I stepped on his toes. I disrespected him in his mind, even if it wasn't that way in my mind. If I see him starting to react, he does the blinking.
Wait.
But you know, he'd be like,
once the eyes start going, you know.
Oh Lord,
right. But at least she knows, like she said before, she speaks time. I was thinking that too. I was thinking that too. That stuck in my head. And I was looking at him one day. I was looking at my man one day, and I was like, "Oh, I speak him."
That's right.
This is gonna work. Speak him.
And you know all his tells, right? You know when he's upset about something. You can tell just by looking at his face usually, or his body language, how he's sitting, how So once you recognize that, do something with that information. That's power. That's information is power, right? So you have the power to now either react in a good way, or have a planned,
rebuttal,
or like just a planned action. You know what you're gonna do, like for me, strategy.
Right.
So like for me, like he knows if we're in a disagreement, come and hug me. Don't try to.
That's what you said.
Don't try to talk me out of it or come up with it, because guys are really good with coming up with solutions. Right. But sometimes you don't want a solution.
Don't fix it. Just hug me.
Yeah, just hug me. Just love on me. Just tell me that you love me and that I'm dirty.
I like that too.
You want to spend the rest of your life with me regardless.
Right.
That's what I want to hear in that time of conflict.
You a lot of like some of the hear the same, a lot of the same things. Yes, hug me and tell me this is gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right.
Right.
And then that alleviates him from trying to fix my problem right then. You know,
like, look, I ain't got time to fix. I ain't got time. He be looking at me like, I ain't got time for this.
But I think sometimes too, like, the world will beat you up so bad. Like, you go out and you're trying to go to work, and everything is literally a hustle and bustle from the time you get to work. Then you go to work and you gotta deal with your coworkers, you gotta deal with your boss, you gotta deal with this, you gotta deal with that. You go home, you gotta deal with the kids, you gotta deal with. And so sometimes after taking on so much, you like to just lay it all out. Like, honey, just give me a hug, because let this.
Fight no more.
Yes. Right. I've been fighting all day, and I just need you to just let my cares melt away. Just hug me until I don't feel this on me anymore.
Right, because
And that's what a loving embrace does.
It sets off all kinds of hormones. I mean, even on a physical level, it sets us all these hormones and pheromones and everything. It just really makes you relax. They say it's actually better, scientifically proven, better than pain medicine.
Right, because it released the same endorphins as endorphins and serotonin. Yeah. So the same thing that like say if you have a headache, and that's why they were trying to say like a wise excuse about having a headache is not a null and void because
if you just go ahead and have sex, you gotta say you got a headache.
It releases endorphins, right? That love and release those endorphins, that Tylenol, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's scientifically proven. So he knows, if I'm upset, but see, it causes him to have to die to himself, to his feelings, because a man, in that heat of that moment, they ain't trying to hug you.
Right.
You're all prickly and mean.
He like that. That's not what we want.
Like you might as well just have like.
Hug like.
And you just look like you're like literally on fire.
Right.
And you're like, just hug me! Hug me!
Like, why the hell am I gonna hug me?
What's wrong with you? I need love! Really? How?
Like Kanye was how? Like, they be looking like, ooh.
But the only thing that can break you out of that mood is love.
It is. That's the thing. Love overcomes everything. So, but you have to know that in advance so that he can have the courage when I'm breathing fire to approach me.
Black women are scary with it. Black women are so scary with it. Even when my mom get mad at me to this day, I just
I still get scared. My mom like 5. How tall is mommy?
Like 5 feet, nothing.
Right, I'm 5'7". When she gets mad, I still get scared. Like, ooh,
and you just be in the background like,
I
love you, mommy.
Unless I'm in the car, I'll be right back. Let me.
Oh God, don't let us be in the car. It's like it's too close quarters, Jesus.
Right. Oh, please don't be in the car with us. Oh, we got 10 minutes. Yo, Mike be on it.
Oh, we got
Mike.
Right.
He has the time. We will talk, and he knows.
Okay.
We are talking.
Okay, so real quick, we want to get into how to access the GoFundMe again, and you guys' web address and all that good stuff, so we can begin to not only watch you guys and encourage you guys through your ministry, but to also pour into it financially and emotionally and spiritually as well.
Thank you, Lord.
She has
We definitely need that. One thing we also wanted to just remind the viewers is that we are available for couples coaching, even in Thailand. So if you want to get some one-on-one coaching with us, we said that as a special today, honey, what was it special?
Is you get 2 hours for a donation of $100.
Oh,
that's awesome.
That is awesome.
And usually it's about $150 an hour. Yeah, for secularly, if you go out and you look for that kind of so 2 for $100 ain't bad, and you're helping
helping a good cause,
right? Homeless children. So we just wanted to put that out there. But the GoFundMe is
GoFundMe.com.
Come up to the mic.
Oh, okay.
Here you go.
.com/PowerChurch.
Okay. And again,
website, I don't know if you hook us up or not, but you on our Facebook, you just go right there. And first thing you see.
Everybody your Facebook.
Thomas Jennifer Stearns is our name for our Facebook.
Okay.
All one word. Because remember last time I was here, I told you we share a Facebook account.
Right.
Stop that foolishness. People trying to,
right,
or whatever. But that works for us. So so you guys can go on to Thomas Jennifer Stearns at Facebook, and everything is there. We have videos from when we went to Thailand.
Oh, okay.
We did a lot of posts from that. We have pictures, and we have also our church. We're linked in with them, so you can actually find out what that church looks like, and you kind of just see. It's a ton of stuff on there. So we just invite you to come on.
And for those who are listening for the first time, who may not have caught you guys the first go round, could you in a nutshell tell us about the charity once again, about the ministry and what you guys are doing and how it's going to benefit the people of Thailand, or the place in particular where you guys are going?
Okay.
Well, we're going to Thailand, and it's called Hua Hin. It's actually a resort go to. And we have a church there that we are going to be the pastors of, or that we are the pastors of.
Right.
And the name of the church is called The Power of Love International Church. And with the church, there's an orphanage / children's home.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the kids don't have any parents. Some of the kids, their parents elected to let the children's home raise them because of the fact that they live in very substandard.
Yeah, their slums
positions.
are horrible. It's so sad.
So we have like 10 kids right now, and we have room for 50 kids.
Okay.
And if we get enough sponsors, we get enough income coming into the church, which actually funds the home, we can get more kids off the street, because most of them are homeless children, and they just need love. If you go to our website or to our Facebook page, you'll see a picture of them. They're just such wonderful kids.
Right. Beautiful, and they just need love and square meals a day and clothing and
all the other things that go along with raising children.
Right.
Now, it costs us approximately somewhere in the neighborhood of $55 a child per month.
Wow, I need to move over there.
the cost of living is so low,
right?
And that's why it's like, wow, if we could just get a few, just some people to say, look, instead of having a gym membership that I don't use, let me funnel that even just $20 a month would make no amount is too small over there, because their dollar is so much cheaper than ours, so it goes further, so that's what we just, it's like all of us are God's children. So children here aren't any less or more important than children in Thailand.
Right.
So we've done a lot for the children here, right in our very own backyard, and now God has determined that He wants to send us over there. So we're going to make it wherever we are. I'm just hoping that God will touch our hearts with the same thing.
That is awesome. So you guys that are listening, thank you everyone for tuning in. So if you guys want to participate in any way, donate, whether it's monetarily, you like $55 or whatever you have to. Whatever you can afford to do. $55 would be, the gold standard, because that would be carrying them through everything they need to do, and you would be actually helping that child throughout the entire month. But even if you only have $5, or if you want to donate, clothes that your child can't fit anymore, shoes that your children can't fit anymore, just not only go to their website or go to their GoFundMe, but you can also come to me or Rashida, and we will redirect you or be a liaison between y'all and them to make sure these kids get what they need.
Right.
So,
that is so sweet. Thank you.
I love what you guys are doing. I love the fact that you guys, we've had a lot of guests. We've had a lot of we've interviewed celebrities and local artists and things like that from every walk of life, whether they were painters or photographers or authors. And the message of love that you guys put out there is so inspiring, and it really moves me. Like,
You have fed my soul.
I need my soul to pour into.
And I feel like I can take these teachings. I'm gonna love my niece. I love you, girl.
Right.
Love my Kiki.
Right, it made our relationship stronger, and and I think because she and I are in uncharted territory, because it's one thing to hang out together or to choose to be together, but to have a joint venture was new for us, and so there are going to be some some stumbling along the way. So
and you're growing, right? You never want to stay at the same place,
right?
God is always going to stretch you and grow you. So the thing is, what you're feeling right now, growing pain, you're growing different parts of you that you never exercised before. You're using muscles in your relationship you never used before.
Had to.
Right.
And it's going to take you to your next venture. So I just want to speak a word into your lives that you guys are going to be big. So you got to get this thing right so that you can both look to the future and have a joint vision and get there together.
Right. Look at you.
So do you receive it?
I receive it. I receive it. Amen again. Okay.
I receive it.
Thank you guys for pouring into us.
Power in the two of you being together.
Right.
Separately, you probably cool, but you got
Oh, together?
when you come
What I say
together.
this morning?
Right.
What I say this morning?
Is that what you said?
She said that this morning. It's like I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together. I know.
Amen. I like that.
See? That's confirmation.
Everything the whole conversation that we had today we really, and even like we prepare for, okay, next time we're in this situation, here's how we're going to handle it. Before we even get to the point where we're arguing or feeling weird or tension between each other, let's get it in the butt by doing this. And it's like, okay.
Yeah. Niche had to pull us together because we had fallen. Niche had to pull us together to be like, all right, man, look.
We were sitting on opposite sides of the couch, like, I don't even see you. I don't even see you.
People get mad. You say you want to be like, I don't even want to touch you, so I'm gonna be all the way over. Like, it was like this.
I was sitting over there twirling my braids, like,
twirling my hair, like, well, I don't care because.
Well, I'm still waiting on my apology because.
Well, you ain't getting one because. That's how I started, but at the end,
one thing that you gotta understand is that you gotta remember that your future is dependent on what you do now. Mm-hmm. So your future is when you dream so big that it's gonna help you get through those little times. Right. You have to have a big vision right now that you're gonna be doing later on in life that will help you get through these little squabbles.
Right.
So you focus on your goal, your end goal. Okay. You know you guys want to get big, right? You want to be big. Right. You want to be big. I see that. That's right.
I am receptive of it.
Right. So when these little things crop up, squash them.
Yep.
You know, and the more you do it, it's like it's going to be a reflex. You know, you're not going to have to stop and think, okay, now what should I do now? It's going to be like, all right, let's talk about it. Right, sis, come on, let's work this out. Right.
Because what they really are, they're fake battles.
That's right.
They're not the real battle. They're the fake. They're the ones that try to get you off course.
Distraction.
You better let me just look. I'm about to drop my phone and get the whole. You better stop. Look.
More to do. Right. You can't be worried about the little, stuff that you're going through right now.
Right. And that was my point to her at the end of the day. I'm like, I think this, like, if what I'm feeling is correct, and usually it is, like, my intuition on fleek. But if what I'm feeling is correct, we need to be able to overcome this today, because I'm not willing to sacrifice my relationship with you for any amount of success. So,
fight for your peace. There you go.
Amen. I love you, Rob.
I
love you. No. You're the wind beneath my wings, man. Bro.
You are like a shirt with no sleeves.
On a hot summer day.
You're like a shirt with no sleeves.
With the blood in my veins.
Yeah. I love that you know what song I'm talking about.
Honey, I know. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up. But again, we're going to put the link to your website on our, and I still owe you guys the snippet, so you guys can put the last interview as well as this on your website. Just right until like I was getting just like, who are the link?
You already went through it.
I kept reposting it like, no, guys, you need to listen to this. Right. Meanwhile, thank you guys so much for coming back again. Thank you guys for everything that you're doing, for your continued inspiration, for your help with, coaching me and Rod through our little craziness. And thank you guys for pouring into us like a married couple, because we need it. Honey.
Thank you for having us. You guys are so much fun.
Yeah. So on that note, I want to thank everybody who listened in. Don't forget to listen in next Saturday. And every Saturday, tell a friend to tell a friend. You can go to blazing267.com, or you can download the TuneIn app, search Blazing267. You can find us on Facebook at Almost Famous. You can find us on Instagram at Almost Famous 215. You can find us on Twitter at Almost Famous 215 with no O in the Almost, no O in the Famous. And we're also on iTunes. So you can go,
you can listen to me and Beyonce.
Yeah, you can listen to us and Meek Mill. We showing Meek love.
We love you, Meek.
We love you.
We love you.
Come do the show. We love you. So you can find us on iTunes. You can always call into the Blazing Lines anytime we're on 215-435-0914. Shout out to all y'all. I love y'all all. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Tom, for coming in. Mike, love you. Kiki.
But don't between us. I keep that.
Bye, y'all.